were in Zoom, and our sir used to send us 6 links.
So okay. So now which other class you are also doing? How many classes you are doing?
Like I am looking for a team change, so I have classes alternatively 2 p.m.
No, what other classes?
I'm looking to move into a pure testing team. So I have training classes regarding to that.
Okay.
That is organized within our company itself. It's not private.
Okay. So yeah, you can see this.
No, this screen. No, sir. It's not sharing.
Okay. Just a second. Sorry. Now you can see it, right?
It's loading. Yeah, I can see now.
Okay, so the manager at the company you work for is going to retire next month. The manager's assistant has invited some suggestions about what kind of event they should do to say goodbye to him. Okay, so write to your manager's assistant what kind of event you have in your mind, mention why you are fond of him or her as a manager, and what kind of present should be given to him. Okay. Hi, Robin. I hope out. What is out? You. What happened? Rini?
Yeah, I can hear, sir.
I hope you.
I hope you're doing well.
Why you did not? This is semi-formal one. No, why didn't you start in that manner that I am penning this epistle?
I'm penning this. Oh, I have not written like this.
Semi-formal
Okay,
one.
what is this? I'm penning this epistle.
It's a semi-formal one. You don't need to ask these things.
So what is the meaning of, I don't know the meaning of these two words, epistle and penning.
Penning means writing. Epistle is your letter. That's it.
Okay, and then next time for letters I'll use this.
For the formal and informal, you can use it. Even for the formal and semi-formal, penning is writing. Epistle is letter. No, you don't need to ask
Okay.
things. In the informal, sometimes you can use, sometimes you don't. It depends upon situations. Right? In order to offer some suggestions, suggesting ideas, not suggesting ideas, suggestions. Offer a few, or rather, you can say constructive suggestions. Okay.
Okay.
For the farewell party of our beloved manager. What's his name? Nothing. Mr. Fernandez.
Oh, I didn't mention it. Okay.
I really think that we should be organizing a farewell party, inviting all our team members, invite use connectors on this Friday, 10 September 2021, since 13 September is his last working day. We can organize the party by evening hours, as our shift commences by 5:30. So evening you have just written, no, 5:30 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
I can get a cake done by, my friends, made by, done by,
Baked. Okay.
baked by. The goodbye and thank you message on it. Cake has already arrived, no? So now, it's a simple one. What happened? Wasn't it easy?
It was easy.
Then why you have made it so hard? We can also organize a session where all team members can be allotted 5 minutes each for saying the experience. No, we don't say for. Where all team members would have an opportunity to describe their experience. 5 minutes, 10 minutes is important of working with our manager. I have some great gift ideas. Gift ideas. Great ideas as far as offering gift to him, so this manager, him you can say now, right? Is concerned, including a nice looking other made executive bag, other made
Leather would do.
branded wristwatch and a metal desktop clock fancy holder. Okay. What about the food and drinks and music? Nothing. What about the farewell speech of the manager? No. Did we discuss it?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Apart from this,
I think I crossed the words. That's why I didn't include all
you
this.
have written only 183. You can write 20 more.
220 we can write.
No, I'm saying 200, 205, 6 is also okay. You can write up to 200. Then you don't
Okay.
write these things. No. If you are giving
Okay.
suggestions, then you don't need to write these things. Okay. Apart from this, I will organize organize his, or even I will take the responsibility of organizing food and beverages for the party, right? Moreover, I've also moreover in the end, however, I believe that we should invite his favorite orchestra. The orchestra is not so important. We can play his favorite music.
And we can also tell, we can invite his family too.
That we can play his favorite music on that day and invite his family too for the special occasion, right? Now you are saying, but why don't you write these things? No?
I wrote it in a hurry I had so many people around me when I was writing this letter.
I hope that my suggestions are helpful.
And considered. Okay.
Will be considered. Would be considered. Or maybe because it's about the future, right? So it's okay.
205. Okay.
Suggestions will be helpful enough. That is enough. Okay. Or maybe this Yasan even is not even required. That much is enough. Okay.
Okay. I will write this once more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once more. Please write it once more.
Sure, sir. Maybe all my relatives left, so tomorrow peacefully I can write.
Tomorrow? What about today?
Today, today when I get in my shift, if I don't have much work, I can.
Okay. If you don't have much work, you can. Otherwise, you
I can write. Otherwise, there'll be plenty of work to be completed before morning 6:30. So I'll be busy with that.
It is hard. You and
Yeah,
your
these night
colleague.
shifts are.
Oh, sorry. Let me share. When would these night shifts finish?
Next month also, I'm having complete night shifts. October also, because it's taken as a lot, so we can't complain. So shifts are taken as lot. So they just pick it up randomly by doing some random function in Excel. So there is no, we can't say we can't do this shift and we can't do that shift. We can't complain.
Dear sir, Yash. Not all.
Okay, yeah, correct. Or can we use comma, sir?
Comma at the end, not in between.
Okay.
Comma means then there will be two people. Hope you are doing good. How can you write like this? I hope. I hope. This is a formal one, no? Oh,
So I mainly
which
wrote this
pandemic?
because in all our
Which
formal
pandemic?
emails, we
Which
write hope you're doing good or
That's
trust you're
fine.
doing well.
But I hope, no, not just hope. In your office,
Yeah.
but in office it doesn't matter, no, whether your grammar is perfect or not.
No, no, no. We write it to our stakeholders, so it's pretty much formal email. So
It's pretty
we.
formal, but even if there is some grammar mistake, no one cares. No, why should they care so much?
Okay.
There, that I is understood. I agree, I is understood, but here you have to write. Okay.
Okay, understood,
Which,
sir.
which
Understood.
pandemic?
Yeah, that's the.
Which pandemic? The COVID-19 COVID-19 pandemic situation. Even during the tough situations,
Okay.
tough prevalent situations of COVID-19. Now you can write, I am penning this episode. Make it beautiful. Didn't I told you to write like this?
I'm hearing this sentence first time.
Sure. No,
Yeah.
because of the samples also I am penning this episode is there.
Oh,
No.
I didn't check the sample. In classes, you haven't. This sentence was not mentioned. I'm
Not
hearing this for the first time.
then I'm sorry.
Epistle. Okay.
You are hearing it for the first time.
Yeah, I haven't used all these words.
I am penning this episode. Right. Okay. In
To
order
thank you for our age.
in order
To
to
thank you. Okay.
for arranging a French language training course last month, which I and a couple of my colleagues have recently finished. We all feel very ecstatic and empowered to have had this, to have had, okay, to have had this awesome opportunity to learn this important language. We believe it will make us way more confident. If you are writing an essay or you are writing a letter,
A letter only.
why you are writing so much?
212.
We believe it will make us way more. We started having a lot of clients from France and
No, no, no. I wanted to include a different topic, but I stopped it by then. Yeah, France. That's it.
started having. You can just say, no, as we have a lot of clients from France. Recently, it started
Okay.
having.
I meant to say, yeah, I meant to say recently we have started having clients. So maybe there would be a doubt. Previously, if we had clients from France, how would that person communicate? That's why I wrote recently.
To tell you something about this course, no, I would like to describe this course a bit more, as it was designed very thoughtfully, especially for beginners like us. The instructions further Instructions were very clear and simple. He came to teach us the French culture in some entertaining manners, entertaining ways. Anyway, why the short language course was good enough for us to learn the basics of French. So the French language, again and again, we don't need to write. French is enough. Some more training is needed to communicate more professionally with French-speaking people and companies more effectively. Then this more effectively is not required. No, it's enough. We can get this training in our main meeting room on the second floor, which is left unused pretty much all the time. Which is left unused, which is not used enough. Right?
Okay.
It's not used enough.
Not used. Okay.
Moreover, where are the connectors? Moreover, so this is a
Oh,
request, no, we would like to have. Is it a request or is it a demand?
suggest.
Suggest. So suggestions are requests, no?
Okay. Okay, sir.
We would like to request another trainer.
Yeah, for further learning, I'm requesting the French itself, but for further learning.
So you are requesting for more training, right? So why you want that? Why you are talking about extra trainer?
Maybe because the first trainer didn't teach much. Maybe the first trainer is only meant for the basics. That's why
How
we'll
do we
go along with.
understand that maybe that you can directly say no that you would request more professional training in this language
Okay.
to improve our standards, right?
Okay. 208. This was okay, sir?
This will work.
Okay.
Instead
The other
of
one I'll write.
we can avail this training, right?
Avail is a good word, yeah.
Avail is a good word. Situations of the ongoing COVID-19.
Okay.
We all feel. Just say we feel.
Okay.
Moreover, no. So it's the same thing. More training is needed to communicate. No. Here you can say, no, you don't need to write this last line actually. No. Because here you are saying the same thing. We would request
Okay.
more training. Right, more training. More training as it is needed to communicate professionally with French speaking people and companies. Now it is better. Because that's a repetition, no? Same thing. Right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Where was the repetition, sir?
Here we are saying the same thing. No, here also we want training in the end. Also, we are talking about we need more.
Okay, okay, there. Okay, okay.
Not needed nerds here than 200 also. Okay. This one was good. So you want to discuss some more?
We'll discuss some essays, the topics that I've never done, something related to. I have not done topics related to artificial intelligence. I have not done topics related to so much, nothing related to medical, but I've written the topics related to cosmetic surgery, science and advancements over public, and like that's I've written.
Environment, biodiversity ones.
No, I have not written.
Hmm.
I won't even have a clue about it. Sir, you have more samples in your hand other than the ones sent to me?
More samples I will have to see because these are new questions. Right?
Okay.
These are new questions. But see, the biodiversity samples are there in your essays. If you check the samples, no, the biodiversity ones are there. Have you seen
Okay.
them? No. No. The biodiversity ones you haven't seen, no, Ring?
No.
There are questions out there. Okay. Artificial intelligence is not done, right?
No.
You see, there's this sample you have, GMO and AI, your artificial intelligence. You have this sample.
Okay.
Nowadays, artificial
Let me see.
intelligence is being used to drive cars. Okay.
Okay, I've not written. Okay.
Why is this
Nowadays,
happening?
artificial intelligence.
Is it positive or negative development?
My God.
This sample I have sent you all these samples.
Okay.
You have seen them
So
or
this
not?
question can. No, I haven't. I've not seen this because since we have not discussed, I've not read this.
Right? So you should, the things you have, you should at least open them at your end, no? Because there are nearly 200 samples. So open them, check them, right?
This I've not read. From my end, I've not read. So this question, can you just send me in WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Nowadays, artificial intelligence is used.
Wait, just okay. Why this is happening? Right? Nowadays, artificial intelligence is used to drive car. Why this is happening? And is it a good or bad development? Okay. See, I sent you.
Yeah, let me. Okay. Let me just think. Yeah, nowadays artificial intelligence. Why is this happening? Is
Is
it
it,
good or bad?
or sorry, not good or bad, is it positive or negative development?
Okay. Is it positive or negative development? Can I just think for a minute, sir?
Yeah, sure. You think you make your point.
Yeah, okay.
Make your point in 5 minutes. Maybe I'm coming in 5 minutes. Huh?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what?
Okay, so I would I would definitely say uh, I would definitely say it's a positive development. So because nowadays, almost 70% of accidents that are caused in, the 70% of car accidents that we hear around us in news or around in our society, it's mainly because, the driver sleeps off, and if it's a long drive and all, and then the crash happens and all. So for example, if artificial intelligence is completely taken over for driving cars, these have special sensors where it can detect the nearby objects, and it can prevent very extremely dangerous accidents and all, where people even have lost lives due to a lot of people have lost lives due to car accidents and all. So artificial intelligence will have specific sensors, and it will be organized in such a manner, it will have specific algorithms too, and it will only work based on that particular request. For example, in today's world, people who are physically challenged people and all, they can't drive a car. They can't drive a car because they need their inputs also to drive a car. For example, if the driving car is completely taken over by AI and all, they just need to sit in the car, and the sensors and the programmed version of the car would take them wherever they want. So it is an added advantage for people like that also. And people who doesn't know driving and all, they don't need to depend on some other people.
Don't, right? People are
Sorry, sir.
right, no? People are plural, so don't. Okay.
People are plural.
Don't know. Not doesn't, don't.
Who don't, yeah. So people who don't know driving and all, they don't need to depend on a secondary person for taking them to a nearby place, or maybe for mainly for their basic purposes also. They don't need to have, they can depend on cars which are automatically driven by AI and sensors and fully programmed version. They just need to, it might just go in a click, or we just have to send a voice message, and it can detect the a route and calculate how much time it would. Already we have in our cars, we have the GPS system. So the scientist is predicting that by 2030 and all, almost 70% of the cars would be fully automated by artificial intelligence. So I would write like this. I would include all these 3 points for physically challenged people, then car crashes, and yeah, all these I would include. So
Okay. And
this is
any
good topic.
examples of artificial
Examples I'll have to search. Maybe the accidents that happened due to any. I think one person, he lost his life. No, what was this person's name? The some walker.
What, Princess Diana died in a car crash?
No. The job walker, some walker. His driver slept off, and he was a famous personality years back.
Okay. Diana was also a famous personality. No, she had a car crash.
Yeah, Diana was also like that, but this person was a very famous personality. His driver was driving the car, and this person lost his life. I don't know. I don't remember the name.
Okay, so in this contemporary era, people are highly dependent on vehicles in their everyday life. So the automobile industry has advanced. So it has been successful in manufacturing driverless cars, right, which use artificial intelligence. This is done to save a significant amount of time from the busy schedule of individuals, right? So you can say that These driver, okay,
Yeah.
the writer has said that these driver, yes, cars are not good enough. They are not efficient enough, and they have a negative. It's a negative development.
Oh, it's a negative. Okay.
Well, she has said it's the writer's view. Okay, you can have your own view. Doesn't matter. So it's true that such
Okay.
cars would save enough time. Okay, in our routine. So technology is like artificial intelligence, machine learning. However, there is a certain amount of risk due to limited information on technology. These autonomous cars might not qualify to create a baseline on safety standards as the current road infrastructure in many poor countries that you can add, okay, is constructed for manual driving. So accidents and roads might increase, which would lead to more deaths. To cite an example, a study conducted by Google found that autonomous cars do not recognize obstacles on the road, and because of that, more accidents happen. Right? Further, with techniques such as artificial intelligence, there is a chance of the system malfunction. There's a chance that it might be hacked. Right? Then these vehicles would always be connected to the internet, operated by Bluetooth, so they are very vulnerable to be attacked by computer viruses. Okay, right?
Okay.
Then, apart
Okay.
from this, additionally, there are high chances that sensors, cameras, systems, these might fail at any time of traveling. So the vehicle might be more prone to frequent accidents. So if a cyber attack takes place by some hacker, okay, on a car running on artificial intelligence, and the driver uses its control, it might lead to an accident. Okay.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
the person's views, writer's views. You can give your own. So these cars, to encapsulate, to reiterate, although these driverless cars might save the time of an individual by making his or her tasks easier, I think that the disadvantages of such a technology outweigh the advantage. It's that. Okay.
Okay.
So what are the advantages and disadvantages of genetically modified foods? Discuss all aspects of them with examples. Okay. I'm sending you on WhatsApp. What are the
Okay. Let me just think. What is the question? What are the
advantages
advantages?
and disadvantages of genetically modified? So food should be always food. So the and question is written in the wrong way. Okay. It should be modified foods. Discuss all aspects of them with proper. Okay, advantage, disadvantage question. Genetic crops. Right. Okay, you take 5 minutes and you prepare about
Okay, so
genetically.
genetically modified foods.
Ready?
I'm still reading what all, I'm just reading 2, 3
Okay, okay.
journal.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this, we should discuss both aspects, advantages and disadvantages. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, so yeah, I have only got little points. I don't know much to say about. Yeah, I can say definitely, the disadvantages of some of the disadvantages of genetically modified foods would be by, since these foods are produced by engineering, genes, it can result, some people might be allergic to such foods, and some people who consume such foods, they can also have various allergic reactions to certain foods, and sometimes it can be fatal too. And okay, so I'll read your sample then. Wait.
And apart from this,
Apart from this, what all I can say? Uh, the advantages, what I can say, it is helpful for farmers. Like the people, Indian farmers and all, they have a practice of traditional. They have this traditional process of, seeding and cultivation, and also this genetically modified. This helps in enhancing the farm production.
okay.
And then it also reduces the use of pesticides and insecticides during farming. Then it can make the job of farmers more easy. Okay, now what else can we say? Okay, now I'll hear it from you then.
Just a second.
Yeah.
So genetic engineering is one of the greatest marvels of the 21st century. Right? DNA of
Okay.
various crops is genetically changed, altered by introducing new traits in them in order to get your desired food. So in this essay, the writer is saying, as we discuss possible advantages and disadvantages of genetically modified food, along with my opinion on why I believe. So the writer is again saying that it's a negative development. But it's up to you if you want to say that there are both
We
positive.
need to write both good and bad about this, right?
No, but the writer here is saying that according to her opinion, it's a negative development. You can say both. You can say there are both good and bad development.
Okay.
The development part she has added, the question hasn't asked. That is her opinion. Okay.
Okay.
So you can add that. To commence with, the primary reason for introducing genetically modified food is protecting crops, because there are some specific plants that are easily attacked by insects and viruses, leading to faulty produce. Additionally, introducing new traits and DNA in such plants would not only make them resistant to diseases, but also enhance nutrition and flavor. These kinds of plants and crops yield at a faster pace without the use of insecticides and pesticides and provide you more attractive products. So as a result, farmers can make more revenue out of such crops. For instance, as an example, genetically modified apples on cutting do not change their color to brown. They can be preserved for a younger period. Preserved for younger period. Okay. On the other hand, such crops also carry a significant amount of risk with them, which should be taken into consideration. Genetically modified food has more potential to trigger allergic reactions in individuals, which sometimes might lead to more severe problems at a later stage. Then these crops furthermore contribute to the development of cancer, which is caused due to the mutation of DNA. So this is very harmful. They are transgenic crops. They not only endanger the farmer and his family, but also the environment as a whole. Okay. To cite an example, in a recent study by the American Cancer Society, they found probable chances of cancer development due to consumption of these crops. Okay.
Okay.
So to encapsulate, either genetically modified crops are cultivated without chemical fertilizers, they sometimes have adverse effects on humans, which can lead to severe problems. Right? Examples are your genetically modified soya bean, potato, etc. Okay.
Potato, soybean. Okay. 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 Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I will write these two. Yeah.
So this is your GMO and AI sample. You see the samples, all the answers are there.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sure. I will write these two and that rewriting letter. Or just these two essays.
So now let us discuss another reading.
Okay.
So where is the reading link?
Let me just take the reading. Give me a second, sir. Reading.
17th you have done, right?
Wait, let me just check, sir. The link is just loading, so give me 1 second.
It takes a bit of time.
$17. Yeah, 17 I have done.
17th you have done.
18 is to be done. 18 yet to start. Yeah.
Okay. So now we will discuss 18th, right?
18 was discussed.
Discussed.
Jazz, blues. Yeah, this was discussed. Correct. Last class, this was discussed. Delivery details. Let me just check. I think section 3 we didn't discuss. Section 1 is discussed. Section 2, rules and regulations for. Yeah, this was discussed. Section 2 was discussed. Why should you attend this tertiary program? How much this is?
Opening at my
Yeah.
end.
Section 3 is to be discussed.
Okay. 1 and 2 discussed. Right.
Yeah, 1 and 2 last class we discussed. Yeah, section 3 is depression we didn't discuss. Yeah.
Okay, wait for a second. It's opening. Okay, you start reading.
Yeah, okay.
So section 3 is okay. These are done. Bringing guests, kids to Asia Center members. Right.
Yeah.
Right for international college of business section 2. Depression. Okay. You start reading it. Okay.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, I'll start, sir. Okay, so they're saying that it is very difficult for outsiders, and the people who know not people who don't know, the people who have not went through depression, they wouldn't understand the mental status of this person. It might be easy for others to show some sympathies towards these individuals because they have some burden of this physical illness. So such people, but it's actually a belief that such conditions, this depression and all, it will only exist in individuals, for those people who lack strength of their character, like people who do not know and do not have the courage to cope up with the real world. So actually the pressure of this modern life and all, it has actually resulted in an increase in cases of this people who suffering from depression and all this mental emotional disharmony and all. So and in many countries they have they started focusing on they have started focusing on increasing the general awareness for all this mental illnesses and conditions similar to this. So they're saying that clinical depression or major depressive disorder, that is actually a state of extreme sadness or despair. It is said to affect almost 20% of the population at some point in their life. It can be up to the age of 40 also. And studies have also shown that this disorder is one of the leading causes of disability in North America. And in the UK, almost 3 million people.
United States of America and Canada. Okay.
Yeah. And in UK, almost 3 million people, they're said to be diagnosed with some sort of depression at one or the other time in their lives. And experts and people, they believe that more than 9 million cases may have been undiagnosed. Like people might be suffering, and the society might not take care of them. So the World Health Organization projections, they are indicating that the clinical depression may be one of the second most significant cause of the disability. So this essay was written in maybe years back. So they're saying by 2020, clinical depression would be one of the most second significant causes of disability. And they're saying that these figures might not be unanimously supported, and experts believe that the diagnostic criteria which is used to identify the condition, they're not precise enough. So many of us actually may experience this sort of feeling in our life, low morale, or some feelings of dejection. It's very natural to be, as a human, it's natural to have all these thoughts. And maybe people who go through some bereavement, or people who go through some breakdown or a relationship, some people might even experience some periods of depression and low levels. They might not be fully motivated in their life. They might not have any trigger in their life. So clinical depression is classified as an ongoing state of negativity. So these people will have throughout, they'll have negative thoughts, and there will be, and they suffer, they enter into a spiral. They'll have all these negative thoughts spiraling around their mind. And sufferers of this clinical depression, they're said to be at high risk of they might these people have high chances of getting into drugs, and they might have suicide thoughts and all they might have. So clinical depression is generally diagnosed, it's with an individual when he or she, they exhibit some sort of depressed mood. So they might be having the inability to experience, they might not have the mentality to experience happy moods. They might not enjoy having a meal. They might avoid social interaction and all. So these additional symptoms, the additional symptoms are inability to sleep. Then some people might excessively sleep. Then they might have feelings of guilt feeling. They might be nervous. They might have some sort of fear in them. Then some people also might have the inability to concentrate on the things they do on a daily basis. Then some people might have memory capabilities. Then all this eating habits. Some people will gain weight, some people lose weight. These all are additional symptoms of clinical depression. So clinical depression was originally, it was attributed to a chemical imbalance in the brain, and so these antidepressant drugs were given so that the serotonin and norepinephrine are still commonly prescribed. So these are some of the antidepressant drugs. So experts now, they believe that on the onset of depression, we need to offer, it's a combination of both psychological and socio-psychological factors. So treatment approaches vary from different people and vary from the place they were born and brought up. It difference on the place also. So the more controversial electroconvulsive therapy, that is the ECT, they're saying that it may be used where initial approaches fail. So in extreme cases and all, so where an individual exhibits such behavior, they may cause, they can also physically harm themselves, and psychiatric hospitalization may be necessary. So people who harm themselves and all, they might not stay within their family and all. They might be put up in a rehab or something. And some recent studies by the Archives of General Psychiatry, they told that around a quarter of diagnosed clinical depression cases should actually be considered as significant, and the other than the ordinary sadness and adjustment in coping up with trials in life. So, and they're saying that psychotherapy, rather than treatment through medication, is also, rather than the normal medication, psychotherapy is also required. And they're saying that these all improves in the psychological treatment, and once observed, and once people go through all this, they can also have the prescribed drugs, and various counseling approaches also exist. And then such sessions involved encouragement. People will be encouraged, people encourage themselves, and then they build relationships in a very positive manner. And then they help to remove negative thoughts from with a positive look. They help us in removing the negative thoughts. And they're also saying that some people, depression and all might be running in their family itself. So if a person is suffering from depression, there would be someone at least in their family, based on their gene and all, they might be suffering from some, it might be in an inherited genetic trait also. In some cases, the sufferers of depression, they may need to unlearn certain behaviors. So some people have a habit of, some people, they might have to discontinue certain habits from their normal life, but like by certain patterns or certain destructive behaviors and all.
Sure. So you want to ask anything? You understood it?
It's a pretty interesting topic. So
you got that right?
Yeah.
You want to ask something in it? Any paragraph?
I'll have doubts only when I'm doing the reading. When I go mistakes with one or two mistakes, that time only will understand.
At present, you don't have any. No. At present,
sorry, sir.
At present, you don't have any doubts, right?
No.
So depression. So do this one, and first you do those writings.
First, I'll do 2 essays.
There's the letter also which you have.
Yeah. First, I'll concentrate on 2 essays.
Okay, nice. So you did not see the samples. Check all the samples, all the answers are there. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Not there,
okay.
But first, at least go through them. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the news today?
Frankly, sir, I haven't read anything other than the Nipah cases and all. Nothing more I read because I was very busy. I didn't read any news.
Any news? Space science?
Nothing I read. The only news what I read was the Nipah case that was identified in Kerala. They're saying that it was not Nipah, and it was because of the inefficiency of the doctors that kid lost their life.
Okay.
So his parents have come up to the social media, and they have said.
They have said.
And in Kerala, it was like Sunday lockdown, and from that was night curfew. So our CM Pinarayi Vijayan, he has completely taken off both, and there is no more Sunday curfew, Sunday lockdown, or night curfew. It's been completely taken off. And then, yeah, then what I read was the Apple iPhones 14. This some event is happening on September 14th.
And there has been a boat tragedy in Assam. No?
Where, sir?
Assam. Today is 8th or 9th?
Assam, no.
9th.
Today's 9th.
There has been a boat tragedy in Assam. Right? Rescue operations are going on.
What happened there?
I think two boats had an accident.
Yeah, I read that in Indonesia, in a jail, some fire exploded and 140 people lost their lives. Indonesia or Thailand?
Russia and India are coming together to fight against the terrorist government of Afghanistan, Taliban, right? But the new ministers of Afghanistan, the terror masters, they have said that China is our most important partner, and China is going to invest money there.
Okay.
China is now is emerging as one of the biggest enemies of mankind.
Okay.
Afghanistan. Then there are many protesters against that new government of Afghanistan. They have taken to streets. Right?
Okay. I read that Akshay Kumar's mom passed away.
He's an actor, no?
Yeah. His mom passed away.
But I think there has been some days. Indonesia, there was a prison fire in Indonesia.
Yeah, prison fire in Indonesia, correct.
China is offering $31 million in emergency aid to Afghanistan. So they are basically giving money to the terrorists running the government. It's a straightforward supporters of terrorism.
Yeah, now they have also told that Covishield, it can be taken after 28 days of the first dose. The second dose, it can be taken after 28 days also. Yeah, that's it, I read, sir.
And anything more?
So tomorrow I have no shifts. And other than the 2 p.m. class, I have no other shifts. So evening full, I am free.
And morning also you are free.
Morning, no, I'll only log out at 6:30, so I need to sleep. 6:37 only I log out.
6:30 or so, no, nothing more. There were Paris attacks, historic day of reckoning for night of terror. I think it's the anniversary of Paris attack.
Okay, I didn't do
China's
that.
death anniversary also. Or the pictures are coming everywhere.
Okay.
On this day, no. I think it was 31st of.
I didn't read, so.
Okay, and what's happening in the finance?
No, I haven't hardly read news.
Coach.
These all I just read through the headlines. That's how I came to know all this.
That Ronaldo has returned to Manchester United. Paralympics have finished.
Yeah, Paralympics.
Nothing.
No, no, no.
Then,
Okay. So tomorrow's class timing, you would message me?
yeah, I will message. Okay.
Evening after, I'm free in the evenings.
Okay. Evening,
Okay.
at what
Thank
time?
you, sir.
Afternoon?
No, I'm free. Like my class is from 2 to 3 p.m. After that, I'm free.
Okay, sure. Rini.
You can tell me.
Okay, then bye for today.
Okay. Bye bye.